I am going to be finishing up the tutor series here, which is a big one. I believe I've done 16 of these videos, so yeah. There's 2 top 5s and the rest are top 10, so it's 150 tutor cards, all under $2. I didn't think there would even be that many. Hello, this is Joe from Nerd in Korea, and yeah, this is the last of the series. If you're going to pick some of these cards up, do it soon. Even I made the original list like a month ago, and I've been going through them, making videos. There's a whole bunch now that are already over my $2 limit, so these are going up fast. If you want to get them now. Also, have I missed something? Is there anything where you're like, yeah, Joe, you missed this really obvious, really good, cheap card? I probably did, but I think I didn't. I tried not to. Anyway, please hit like and subscribe.
Number 10. Okay, we got Priest of the Awakening Sun. Not Walking Sun. I spent about half an hour looking for Priest of the Walking Sun today. I gotta write things down correctly. Anyway, for 1 white, this is a 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may have, reveal a dinosaur card from your hand. If you do, gain 2 life. 2 life just for having a dinosaur. You know, if you got a dinosaur kindred deck, it's a nice little bonus. It's not going to be huge, but sure, why not? It's kind of just stapled on there. 3 white, and sack this. Search a library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So very expensive is the downside, and sacking him. So I feel like you could maybe not sack him for that cost, but okay. If you have cost reduction, a lot of ability cost reduction and recursion, this could be playable. If you're just talking about this on its own, don't do it. But anyway, 1 white is kind of its only saving grace. But anyway, 28 cents. Number 9, Draconic Muralist. Another one I managed to spell wrong. I'm having a day. Draconic, not dragonic. My brain is not good some days. Anyway, 3 and a green for this, 4/3. So its stats are pretty good compared to a lot of these that do similar things. It's got pretty solid stats. So when it dies, you may search a library for a dragon card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. One thing that a commenter said, I believe it was Zach said, was that anytime it says draconic dragon. This is dragon. If it says dragon but doesn't specify creature, it can go get anything that has dragon kindred or is labeled dragon tribal. That's what the card says. Don't get angry at me. I'm just quoting the card. Also, anything that says like shapeshifter. So there's like enchantments or not sorceries and instants and all kinds of things that'll say like have that keyword of the creature keyword on it. So you can go get any of those as well. Again, if you can sack this and recur it, you can probably get some good, decent value out of it. 16 cents. Number 8, Blood Speaker, our background art. I love this, the older style of background art. Like, I feel like they try to make everything look like it's too real now. This really looks like it is art, you know? Anyway, for 3 and a black, again, this is a 3/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice this. So once per turn, that's a bit of a limitation there. If you do, search your library for a demon card, reveal that card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So that sounds like it has problems, right? But let's keep reading. So whenever a demon comes into play under your control, return Blood Speaker from your graveyard to your hand. So this is going to, like, you can put this into play, and then you can sack it, and then go get a demon, put the demon into your hand, and then cast the demon, and then get Blood Speaker back into your hand. Yeah, so basically you can always have a demon. It is 4 mana, but you're going to be able to keep doing this over and over and over. The major limitation is once per turn, I think. Anyway, 35 cents. Number 7, Flamekin Harbinger. All right, for 1 red, this is a 1/1. When it comes into play, search the library for an elemental card. Again, it's an elemental card, not creature. Put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Put that card on top of it. So this doesn't go to hand, but it does keep putting it on top of your deck. Again, you can flicker this, I guess, because it's going to keep shuffling the card that you get, that you put on top. You need to draw the card, and then you can flicker, and then draw another card, and then flicker. So it's a little more high maintenance, but potentially you could flicker this still. Not ideal, but combined with some like card draw, which elementals aren't too bad for actually. So something to consider. Anyway, 85 cents. Number 6. Okay, Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. Wizards, seriously. The name, I had to make this font like two full steps smaller to be able to fit it in. The name is ridiculous. Realm Breaker, or the Invasion Tree. You know what? Having this like paragraph of name, not paragraph, sentence, but anyway. 2 and tap. Target opponent mills 3 cards. Put a land card from their graveyard into your battlefield tapped under your control. And then if the land leaves, it gets exiled. So basically, it can work as ramp in any deck where you have mill, right? So if you've got a mill deck, throw this in there and turn that into like ramping off of other people's mill. They don't have to mill that card, right? Actually, I'm going to double check now that I'm saying that. Yeah, it just has to be a land in their graveyard. You can steal that land, so you can force them to mill a bunch, and then mill them a little more, and steal land from their graveyard. Yeah, yes please. And for 10 and tap, sacrifice Realmbreaker to the Invasion Tree. Search a library for any number of Praetor cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay, this costs 10, and you have to sacrifice it. It's huge, but you get all the Praetors you want out of your deck. You can pull all the Praetors out and throw them straight into the battlefield. Praetors are not messing around. Also, they usually have higher CMC, so even if you get like 3 or 4, that's more than 10. Way more than 10, probably. 54 cents in the right deck. Insane. Number 5. Forerunner of the Empire. For 3 and a red, this 1/3. So when it enters the battlefield, search the library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your library. Pretty standard effect, right? But the next part is where it gets interesting. Whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have this, may have this deal 1 damage to each creature. May. That's a really important may right there, because dinosaurs, a lot of dinosaurs have enrage. Every time they take damage, this is going to trigger and do all kinds of things. It can like put +1/+1 counters on all your creatures. It can go get lands. It can ramp you. And you can control how much damage they take in a turn with this. So it's very easy to like abuse it. So yeah, just turn like using dinosaurs in your dinosaur kindred deck into just like everything. Maybe even your win con. Who knows? 143. This went up since the last time I checked it. Number 4. Okay, Shadowborn Apostle. Again, our background art. I love this one as well. You can tell it's not like the computer-generated one. This is like a real art one. Of course, someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. Every time I say something like that, I'm like, uh-oh. Anyway, 1 black for this 1/1. A deck can have any number of these. That is very important for this card. And there's a lot of things where, like, being able to have multiple instances of the same card can be extremely useful. I believe Josh Lee Kwai used this on an episode of, Game Nights, right? Can't remember the name of anything. Anyway, for 1 black, sacrifice 6 creatures named Shadowborn Apostle. Search your library for a demon card, or sorry, a demon creature card. It does specify creature. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So this puts demons straight into the battlefield. You do have to sacrifice 6, so that's not a small amount. But remember, they're 1 mana each, and there's all kinds of ways to like be able to get them into the battlefield without having to always pay that 6 for 1 each. Like, very tricky. I believe Josh Lee Kwai won that game. Anyway, 149. Number 3, Demonic Council. I had this on another list, but I'm treating these as like individual standalone lists now because it makes more sense that way. Anyway, for 1 black, this is a sorcery. Search the library for a demon card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Again, demon card, not necessarily creature. And it has Delirium. This is a big one. Delirium, if there are 4 or more creature card types among... If there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search a library for any card. Put in your hand, then shuffle. So this is a demon one, but as soon as you have your delirium, this is anything. Tutor anything for 2 mana. Whoa. 115. Number 2. Magda Brazen Outlaw. Very popular one, I know, but I'm not going to avoid them just because they're popular, so again, please don't get angry at me. Anyway, 1 in a red for this 2/1. Other dwarves you control get +1 damage. In the right deck, that is very useful. I'm going to talk about that in a sec. Whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. So tapping your dwarves makes treasure. Basically, dwarf tapping is a ramp engine with her. You can see why she's a popular commander, but we're not done. Sacrifice 5 treasures. Search a library for an artifact or dragon card. Put that onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Artifact or dragon. So dragons can be very, very useful, obviously, and it puts it straight into the battlefield. But what I would think of is vehicles. Vehicles are artifacts, and they allow you to tap your dwarves, which makes the treasure, which you can then use to go get more vehicles or dragons or whatever you want to do. Also, with vehicles, you could tap all of your dwarves, even if it's crew 2. You have to tap. So I should explain vehicles first. You have to crew them, so they're kind of like reverse equipment. You have to tap the creature with the power to be able to crew it. So if it's crew 2, you need to tap something that has 2 power to make it from an artifact into a artifact creature until end of turn. Great for avoiding those board wipes, but also you can tap however many you want. So even if you have 50 power among all your dwarves, you could tap them all to crew that one vehicle and make just a whole pile of treasure and then go get everything you want. Super useful. Anyway, 93 cents. Number 1. The fact that Magda was not number 1 should have tipped you off, but anyway. Life Spinner. For 3 and a green, maybe she should have been number 1. You know what? I'm not going to second guess myself now. For this 3/3, you can tap it, sacrifice 3 spirits, search a library for a legendary spirit card, and put it into play. So again, these do go straight into play. It does have to be a legendary spirit. There's a lot more availability for these than back in the day. This was released in the Kamigawa block. So yeah, back then there was not a whole bunch. Now you got some real options with that. You don't want to go mono green. This probably shouldn't be again, it can't be your commander because it's not legendary, but yeah. Even if you could, you probably wouldn't want to. But yeah, the fact that this can just keep doing it. Also, this doesn't care. It doesn't say non-token spirit. So spirits are very, very easy to make. You can make a whole pile of 1/1 spirits and then start sacking them, and yeah. Untap this, tap it, untap it, tap it, and then just get all of your legendary spirits out. 28 cents only. Oh, it's actually the cheapest one on the list. The list. Priest of the Awakening Sun, 28 cents. Draconic Muralist, 16 cents. Blood Speaker, 35 cents. Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree. 54 cents. Oh, I meant to say, I've got my son's snake toy behind me because this monstrous. I'm going to put you back in the shot there. If anyone's wondering why there's a snake head behind me, yeah. Flamekin Harbinger, 85 cents. I featured this on lists months ago. I think almost a year ago, and I think it was under 50 cents, so it's creeping up. Forerunner of the Empire, 143. This is another one that's definitely gone up. Shadowborn Apostle, 149. Demonic Council, 115. This keeps creeping up as well. This was under $1 not too long ago. If you're going to get it now. Magda Brazen Outlaw, 93 cents. I cannot find it that cheap in Korea anyway. Life Spinner, 28 cents. Another thing I just can't find in Korea. I want it. But anyway, take it easy.